Hi everyone, this is Ashra Gupta, and so far in our journey of understanding the human brain, we have had an introductory session and we have understood how beautiful our mind can be. We have also explored the detectives of the brain, the neuroscientists, and today we are going to start with the anatomy of the human brain so that we can learn the basics of the human brain. So the brain is the body's control center. It controls everything we do. It is involved in every other task, be it sleeping, be it dancing, be it singing, be it having an emotional breakdown, or be it talking just like I'm doing right now. So brain is divided into different parts or different sectors, which when organized or wired together makes brain a multitasker. Starting with the anatomy of the human brain, firstly, we are going to talk about cerebrum, which is the largest part of the human brain. Now, the cerebrum is divided into two hemispheres, the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere. It is joined or separated by the corpus callosum. Now, see, I use two words, joined and separated. This means that the corpus callosum is acting like a bridge between these two hemispheres, and it helps in the communications or the sending or receiving of messages of these two hemispheres. Now, cerebrum is involved in higher level tasks of the brain, basically understanding languages, thinking, perceiving, problem solving, etc. The outermost layer of cerebrum is called the cerebral cortex. It is also known as the gray matter because of its color. Now you all might have seen pictures of the brain, or if you have seen brain in real lives in a laboratory or maybe even on the Google, you might have wondered that our brain looks wrinkled. Do you know why is that? This is because our cerebral cortex is folded into grooves to increase the surface area of the for the inclusion of more neurons, so that sending and receiving of messages and communications becomes easy. So now the cerebrum is divided into zones according to the work they perform. There can be many lobes, basically the occipital lobe, the temporal lobe, etc. We are going to talk about all these lobes, all these zones in the next video. So stay tuned. This is me, Ashra Gupta, signing off. Sayonara.